Hi, my name is Tim Murphy. I'm a solution engineer for the public sector team, state and local. I live in Morristown, New Jersey, which is about 35 miles west of New York City. Um, I was inspired to write this story because community outreach is something that I admire most about Salesforce. And this was my first opportunity to play a part in that, to show up and care and have some fun with it. So with that, let's get into the story. Lego surprise. Click, 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 click. Under a big blue sky, Ruka and Maggie were connecting the final Lego bricks of their City Sweets bakery in honor of the special occasion. Today's the day, Ruka, Maggie said, smiling from ear to ear. Our favorite day of the year, Funfetti Cake Day, Ruka shouted. Hey, what's all this noise about? Asked Maggie's mom as she popped out of the door holding 2 slices of the fluffiest, most colorful cake. Could it have anything to do with this funfetti cake? Yay, thank you, Maggie said as she quickly took one plate from her mom. Maggie's mom smiled. I thought so, she said, laughing and handing the other plate to Ruka. What about Jake? Maggie asked. Your brother had his, but that doesn't mean he won't try to take yours or Ruka's if he sees it, Maggie's mom warned. Good thing he's out riding bikes, Maggie said. Or else we would have needed Sunny to protect us. Sunny, Ruka shouted as she sprang to her feet. I forgot. I need to go feed her. But what about your cake? Maggie asked. Ruka scrunched her face as she thought hard about it. I don't know, she said, as a big frown covered her face. I could run home with it, but it'll probably drop. If I leave it here, how can I know it'll be safe? Well, you can trust me, Maggie suggested. I know how important it is to you, and I'll protect it. Your cake will be safe with me. Okay, Ruka nervously muttered before she sprinted down the road. As the quick clapping of her flip-flops faded, Maggie heard a buzzing sound growing louder and louder. Bzzz, bzzz, bzzz. Bees, Maggie screamed, waving her hands back and forth as more and more of them buzzed around the cake. Minutes passed, and Maggie continued fighting off the bees. Spotting Ruka on her way back, she began to celebrate. Woohoo! Help's on the way, Maggie shouted. But help wasn't the only thing on the way. Jake was racing home and had just sped past Ruka. Uh-oh, Maggie muttered as she realized she needed to do something quick to protect the cake. She looked down at the Lego bakery and had an idea. Minutes later, Ruka reached the house. As Ruka approached Maggie, she saw her plate. It was empty and sitting on top of a box-shaped Lego structure connected to the bakery. Is that my plate? Ruka asked sadly, as tears welled up in her eyes. Plate? No, Ruka. That's the roof of our cake warehouse, Maggie proudly announced as she removed the plate to reveal a sweet surprise. Our cake, Ruka squealed with joy. How'd you think of hiding it like that? Maggie smiled as her and Ruka prepared to dig in. Well, let's just say I had a few great reasons to be creative. So I really love how surprised Ruka is at the end. But what I really love is how proud Maggie was to show Ruka what she had created. So when's the time that you were proud to show something that you had created?